Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. It's Chuck here, and you can see I got some color in my face. We had a nice relaxing week in Mexico. We swam with the dolphins, we swam with manatees. It was a great experience. Got to spend 7 days with my wife. The kids were left with family, so it was a really great experience. And I'm recharged. I mean, with 2 kids under 4, I mean, it can get pretty hectic, and but it's all good. So we're back today. We cleaned the grill yesterday, so if there's anything in that list you want to see, definitely reach out to us, give us a call, send us an email, and we'd be glad to show it to you. And so now we're starting from anything that happened in the last 24 hours, and there's 10 of those properties. So the first one up is 561 Childs, number 13. It's a 239.9. It does not have an actual attached garage, so these townhomes are built around a central parking lot, so you'd have an exclusive assigned space, but it's just sometimes a little further from your front door. Anyways, there's a bit of a value adjustment on that. The maintenance fees are $288, which is about normal for a lot of the condo townhomes. There are a couple original parts, that's wood paneling, but you can paint that. You can still work with that, and the flooring has been changed. It looks like a nice big sliding door here. And the kitchen, the cabinets, you could definitely work with those. The flooring upstairs has been done. Bathroom floor, I think, probably needs a bit of an update, but they've worked with the color scheme, and I think they've done a good job with it. You've got probably the buildings on Nipissing right there. Nice big mature trees, and if the kids wanted to run around behind, you can see that it's not an enclosed yard. It actually has, some green space around, which can be a great thing. So it's an end unit, so you're only attached on one side. And overall, I do like I like a lot of things about this. I like the fact it has 2 full bathrooms, and it looks like there's a partly finished basement, but there's no room measurements here. So I'm a big fan of this one. I think that there's a bit of a discount compared to a lot of the ones we see, and it seems to be a good deal to me. So Maple. First floor, number 101, that can sometimes turn people away, but I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think we live in an unsafe area where that would cause many issues. It's a Windsor model. It's just over 1,000 square feet, and you can see that it's a 2-bedroom, and you've got 2 full bathrooms on this one, and that can be really good too. Even if you bought this and then had a roommate that paid you $500 a month, it can help with your carrying costs too. Or for a family, it's more likely someone's going to downsize from their family home to a 2-bedroom condo compared to like a 1-bedroom or 1+1. So things over 1,000 square feet, I think, are very appealing to some of the more mature crowd. First floor definitely appeals to that audience as well. So $299 seems to be fair. We had a big sale maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it pushed all the other sales up in the building as far as we can tell. So Willingdon is $325, and we've seen these models sell for as high as the upper 330s. So this one seems to be a really good deal. End unit, just under 1,300 square feet. And it's the only model that you have an eat-in kitchen, a true eat-in kitchen. It's not huge, but it's there. The backsplash looks good. You've got some hardwood floors just in the dining room. Over in the family room, there's nothing there. And it's a 2-bedroom. And I actually like the 2-bedroom because they're 2 bigger rooms. Sometimes the 3-bedroom on this one can be pretty tight. And then you've got the 1 full bathroom upstairs too. So anyhow, overall, that one looks really good. I think that they've priced it right on, possibly even a little under where I might have considered putting it. Now Thompson is at $389, and this is a Lynbrook model, and it's 1,500 square feet plus there's a finished basement. You can park 2 cars side by side. And so they've upgraded the floors in here. They've got the fireplace. It actually looks very neat and tidy. Usually I'm not a big fan of this. There's 2 versions of this kitchen. There's the one where the kitchen's right against the wall. There's another one where it comes out like this and almost makes a C shape. But it looks like they've done a good job with the space that they have. And then upstairs, the bedrooms are all a good size. One of the nice things about this model is that you can actually have teenagers in these rooms. There's not one room that's small. You've got 2 very decent sized rooms plus a good sized master, nice and square, and the basement's finished too. So typically the adjustment for a finished basement would be somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 for a model like this. And we've seen this model with finished basements even sell for more than $410. They take a hit for being on Thompson, but Still, I mean, typically the hit is not 20,000, so these guys are in a good range. I think that if you're okay parking or having your home on Thompson, then you could end up with a pretty good deal. Now, Farmstead, there's no photos. 394.9. It's about 1,500 square feet. You do have a $68 a month fee for your. It's not really a condo. It has some shared elements for snow removal and garbage removal. It's been subsidized for about 2 years, so you don't have to pay it, but eventually you will. And it is something, to me, the ownership is just a little bit underneath what you'd consider a true freehold. My perception of this is basically you have to put that $68 per month in terms of a mortgage amount, and it's typically more than $10,000 a month to carry $68. So what I'd be looking, or sorry, $10,000 on a purchase price for $68 a month. So I look at the price of this one at $394.9, and what my eyes see is probably somewhere between $405 and $410 as the true cost per month to carry this one. And I do think there's better value elsewhere. You can see the one on Thompson or at another freehold semi. Now Livingston is at $415. And so it's a semi-detached. I think this one is about 1,700 square feet. You've got a kitchen with an eat-in, and then there's a family room that it overlooks. Nice color scheme. I like the fact there's a fireplace there. Now, just off of here, you can see that there's actually there's a nice little barbecue area just off of the eat-in area. It's a nice little spot tucked away from the actual backyard. It's a 100-foot yard. Big bedrooms upstairs. I think there's laundry upstairs as well. The basement looks a little dark, and I don't know if that's something that could maybe be just the way the photo was taken. Deck in the back. I think this one's been for sale for a little bit. 415 actually isn't that far off. I don't know if it would show 10 out of 10, especially that basement, but I haven't seen it in person. Duncan Lane is at 439. It's about 1,700 square feet, plus a finished basement. Townhouse, we've seen a similar model actually sell around 420, and that was maybe 2 months ago or so. It was a slight bit smaller, similar in terms of upgrades. So these guys are shooting a little high, but they're not tremendously far off. Bennett Boulevard is at 529, so this is a Sterling model, about 2,100 square feet, and just a little bit south of Hawthorne Village Public School. We've got some California shutters here. There's a separate living dining room, and then you've got your kitchen. It looks like a big slab of granite there. Undermounted lights, the moldings. So it's been done well. The tiles are on the 45 degree. It seems a little bit high. I mean, I'd expect at this price range for this home, I'd expect maybe a pie-shaped lot, maybe a finished basement. They've done a good job with the landscaping here, but it just seems a little bit high to me. You think about what you can get for $529 for a double car garage. This is only a single car garage, so that's something to always keep in mind too. Brush is at $559, so about 2,200 square feet. And there's open toilets everywhere, and there's kind of like, I don't know if that shot is a money shot that's going to make someone buy the home. You're not far from the Best Buy and some of the restaurants just over on Maple there, and another open toilet seat. So I don't know if the marketing has really blown me away on this one. It looks like October 1st is the magic date for possession on that one. It seems okay to me. I think there's better deals in a lot of places underneath that price. So Schreier Crescent, it's an upland. It's about 2,300 square feet. 569.9. It's a split level, so you sort of have these half levels that show up. Blurry pictures a little bit. I find the bedrooms are small on this one. They have a 3 and a 4 bedroom version of the upland, and the 4 bedroom, which is what this one is, they're tight. They're not huge rooms. Not my favorite layout. I think sometimes people really like these ones. I like the fact you've got the balcony. You can sit outside. It's just outside the family room. Not a lot of description of the kitchen. Now, I'll tell you one thing that leads me to believe there's motivation with any listing is when you see something 80% complete lower level. That's a hint to me. Like, why isn't it 100%? Like, is there something prompting that to happen? Possibly a distress situation, possibly something where there's not enough time to finish it. Could be a cash flow issue. So I'm not saying any of those are applicable here, but it is something that I always keep in the back of my mind is if I see that is there's something going on, is there an opportunity maybe to negotiate a little bit harder, based on that little criteria. So that's it. That's how we look at things. I mean, sometimes we're touring homes, we're looking, are there only men's clothes in the closet? Maybe that's a divorce. There's all these secret detective clues that you can really look at with a well-trained eye. And so that's one of the things that we do, really there to save you time, save you money, and be a great consultant for you. So have a great day. Let us know if you need any help at all or if you want to see any of these homes. And we'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.